All right. Well, sorry about that little ADD moment that I got kind of lost in. Kind of gives you a little bit of insight to my thinking. So, yeah. Anyways, back to the difference between joy and happiness. Like I was saying, my health stuff. It's been really scary, you guys. Even though the prognosis is good, I've been talking about it a lot more lately, which is making it easier to talk about it to you now. I'm sure you can tell the difference. Um, but just having that plate, and then yeah, the marriage issues, having that plate, like I feel like I'm failing there once again, and I just want to make the right decisions and blah 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 blah, and I'm just so freaking sick of thinking about it. But anyways, despite all of that, despite all of the bad that I could be focusing on, I do have joy in my life right now, and it's because I'm practicing what I'm learning at church. I'm practicing um, to be thankful. To be thankful that despite that, yes, that is on my plate right now. I have a roof over my head. I have food on the table. Like, my kids are healthy. Like, I have so much to be thankful for that it tends to talk more about the thankfulness, and it kind of weeds out those negative things for a moment, you know? And I've been, like, sometimes I think of these things just as science experience, but, like, let's just see what happens. Let's just try it, because I really don't have anything else to lose. Like, I really want to be free from it that bad. I really don't want it to affect my everyday like that bad that I'm willing to try whatever it's going to take to start getting rid of this, to start healing, genuinely healing from it. And, you know, if it means stepping out of my comfort shell to share my complete life with you guys, despite what I might run into, like, I can't be scared anymore. Like I said in the first video, like, I don't know if this is to help somebody else. I don't know if this is maybe just to help me be free. Like, no matter what, it's not for somebody else. Maybe it's just for me, and I make no sense to nobody else, whatever. Like, I'm willing to take the risk just to be free from it. I don't even care that you guys judge me. Like, right now, I can't focus on those fears. I have to focus on being free and, like, being honest. And so, despite that I am looking at those negative things, my joy is here. And it can't be robbed by my health, and it can't be robbed by my marriage. And God's blessed me. He's blessed me with amazing kids. Like, I'm gonna have to have a video for each kids, because I have a lot of kids, you guys. I have 9 kids that are like, they're mine. Not all of them are for my body. I love them all the same. They are all amazing people, and wait till I start introducing you to them. Like, they're just cool. They're amazing. I'm watching them learn. They're watching me learn. We're living life together. We're being real with each other. I did not shelter my kids from this information. I included them in this information. We took down to even a family vote about how to handle my job. Like, what I told them what I was looking at, and I was very open with them. And we took a family vote about getting a new doctor. And I didn't wait until I knew for sure what it was. You're right, I didn't. I let them experience the walk that I had to walk. I let them experience the scariness of the test. I let them experience, you know, sometimes even the negative thoughts. And I get it, they're kids, and my kids are all different ages, and I explained it to them in all different ways. And you know what they got to experience as well is sometimes life's scary, because you know what, you guys, with 9 kids, 9 times out of 10, I'm going to have a lot of them face scary things. And I don't want my kids to think like, my mom doesn't, you just don't know, mom. And some things they will go through, and I won't know those. But some things they're going to go through, and I did. And one day I'm not going to be here, you guys. Like, let's be real. Everybody goes. And so if I can just leave, what if I'm not here while they experience those? At least they could have said, like, you know what? I watched mom fall. I watched mom lose her mom, and it give her stuff from that, which we'll go over. But, like, I had to make a good out of it. I had to think of something positive out of losing my mom. Like, to me, losing my mom was my one safe spot, you guys. Mom was always there. I always felt safe. I knew she would always figure it out. Like, and it's the only safe spot I had. So losing her was now just not feeling safe a lot. So, and like I said, we'll go on to that. But I know that in any situation, no matter what, if you're truly joyful, it can't be robbed. And it's been helping me. So I just try to think of the the good things. When I start thinking negative, I start thinking positive as well, and it's helping. And I don't know if it will help you, but it is genuinely helping me, and that's what I learned in church, and it's working. So I've got scary stuff on my plate, therefore I am truly joyful for a lot of things. So just try to work on that this week, even if it's just a side experience. You know, like when you start thinking negative, think positively. Like even if it's something as so silly as you got shoes that day, like, or you have pants on, or you got electricity and air conditioning today. Because I'm going to tell you one thing, like there is a lot of people out there that do not have those, and they would be very thankful for those. So start fighting those negative thoughts with some good thoughts and see if it works for you. I'm sure if you're to the point where I am, where you're willing to try anything, it won't be that bad. So it seems very minimal to get a little bit of freedom or peace that day. So just know that I'm praying for you guys. You can leave comments down at the bottom. I don't know how this goes. I've just learned. Yeah. Anyways, whatever, you click the likey button. I don't know. I'll probably have to edit this part, to be honest. We'll see what my kids say, because they are helping me with this, because I am like an old lady and I don't know how to start a YouTube channel. So these first videos are practice. Yeah, it's been fun. So try to turn that frown upside down, as everybody says, and I know that some days you just can't, and that's okay too. It's okay to take a day just to mourn sometimes over things you've been through. It's okay to take a day, to take a mental day to hurt for a day and just be sad for yourself. That is okay. That is where you feel healing. Like, understand that that's all right. What's not all right is letting it knock you down and keeping you there. It's not all right to let it start affecting other people. Like, we need to start encouraging each other to pick each other up. Like, if you see somebody hurting, be there. I have this tattoo. I don't know how to do this. Okay, this tattoo for a very important reason. And people all the time tell me, it's backwards. It's backwards because I guess they think tattoos are for somebody else. I don't personally think that. Like, this was for me. It started in that area because when my road rage, I would be like, ah! And so I put it that way for me to remind me, what would Jesus do in this moment? You know, I watched an impact, like a very important video, whatever you want to say. A very significant video to how I think today about responsibility. And I've posted every year. It reminds me that I posted it because it's so true. Responsibility is made up of two words: response and ability. What is your ability in that moment? Can you help this person? Like, seriously, can you help this person? Sometimes, you guys, you can't. Sometimes you cannot help those people. You do not have the means, and they have their blessing coming, and sometimes you just have to say no, and that is okay. You don't have to be yes, yes, yes. It's exhausting sometimes. I am a people pleaser. I get that. But being able to put that boundary down and knowing when to say no. Like, when to say no. What is your ability? And then your response. After knowing your ability, what is your response? Do you have the ability and you just choose not to? Do you have the ability and, despite maybe being a lot of work, say yes to it? I pray about it. God, what do you want me to do? Like, I'm done living my own life, you guys. I tried that and it didn't work very well. It was a shit show. It is now recouping from a shit show, and I'm sure we'll go through that through tons of emotions or whatever. But I mean, I just don't know. Like, I'm just learning, I guess, and I'm just sharing with you what I'm learning and what I feel is working for me, and the differences, and you'll see the differences as I grow. And that's why I'm supposed to tape during that yucky time. And I am not a cute crier, you guys. Like, me and God have these conversations. Like, if this was my way, or this is what I was supposed to do, you couldn't have made me a cuter crier. Like, come on. But anyways, so I just hope that you guys have a good night. Remember that you guys were made for something special too. Remember that little thing that you do feeling like you're just different than everybody else? That is the truth. Because he only made one of you, and you have a job. and that is instilled in you. You can't shake that sometimes. Like, you can maybe choose to listen to your inner thoughts about yourself that might not be so good over that little still small voice, but it doesn't make it true, and it will always follow you. So I ask that if you feel like you're being prompted to step out in something that you're not comfortable in, like videotaping your whole life, I guess do it. Try it. Make it a science experiment. Just see what happens sometimes, you know? So just know that I'm praying for you guys, okay? And I'm genuinely happy that you're here. Listen to those little voices. Strive to be better, you know? Like, take 2 carts up to the thing at Fry's, you know? Or whatever. Like, do your own little thing. Pray and God will send you tests. Trust me, if you ask, I promise He will send you tests. He has me. You just gotta want to listen, or you gotta pay attention, or whatever. We all have our own. So you guys have a good night. Sleep tight. Understand how rest is big, and just resonate on what I said. Happiness can be robbed. Joy, true joy, cannot be robbed by a situation or a person. It's completely different. So be thankful for 3 things this week and try it out and see if you notice that. Like, pick 3 things that you are genuinely thankful, and when you start thinking negative, think about those 3 things that you really are thankful for and just see what happens. So you guys have a good night. I'll talk to you later, and here we go.